6 damage 3 times. Ooh. Okay, I want that. Tale as old as time. Demon and the void. We should write lyrics about that. Except that they're brother and sister. They do hump each other. Dogs are dogs. What are you gonna do? I should have named them John and Daenerys. Ooh, what is this? That's the merchant. I have some gold. Let's do it. Ha ha. Ha ha. All right. Apply 99 vulnerable exhaust. The fuck is that? What does that mean? Can someone explain that to me? Vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage from attacks. Removed until end of combat. Yeah, pups will pup, exactly. After having him neutered, you hump nothing, Jon Snow. I know. You're not supposed to, the breeder, and I've read this everywhere, we're not supposed to fix them until they're at least a year old, because that's when poodles and giant breeds in general, that's when their hormones pretty much max out and they're like fully matured. If you fix them before that, their hormones don't like develop their body all the way and they can end up with like cancers and shit. It's really sad. Yeah, at least. Yep, exactly. Some people say 2 years. And honestly, as long as Trick doesn't get aggressive, that's the only thing I would be afraid of with a boy with balls. As long as he doesn't get aggressive, I don't give a fuck. I'll wait. I'd rather have healthy dogs. Good if you have a big attack to do right after playing that card. Yeah, probably. That's true. Dude, that's silly. So Millie, I waited until she had her first heat. That's what I was told with Millie. When I adopted Millie, they told me wait until she goes through her first heat. That means she's fully developed. She's got her hormones going. She's good. And then you can fix her. So I waited about a year. At exactly a year, she went into heat, blood everywhere. It was disgusting. And I got her fixed. My boy pug, any of you that are super OG in my channel from way back in the day, I used to have 2 pugs. My ex took the boy when I broke up with him. And the boy pug, they insisted we fix him at like 3 months. They're like, oh, he'll get super aggressive. He'll try to hump everything. He'll be really mean. You should fix him as soon as possible. So we fixed him like right when we got him. And he was the worst dog. He had the most horrible aggression issues. He would constantly get hot spots on his legs and scratch them all the time. He was ultra aggressive. Very scared of other dogs. He very, very protective of Millie. He'd bite anyone that tried to touch Millie. This was a dog fixed. And he was just fucked up. He had all these anxiety issues. Like, it was horrible. I felt really bad. I don't think you should fix them that soon. Yeah. I don't know. Lilith's really pretty. I could probably make some sick money breeding her, but I don't know if I want to breed my dog. Like, that can be really dangerous for a dog. At the start of your turn, apply 2 poison to all enemies. I already have that one. Gain 4 block next turn. Gain 4 block. Violence. Put 3 random attacks from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust. Forethought. Put a card from your hand to the bottom of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. Yeah, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. I'm just afraid, what if they breeded with each other because I didn't fix them? Like, how do I prevent that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna wait to fix them, but what if she goes into heat and he gets horny, and what if they try and then I have like inbred puppies? How do you prevent that in dogs? Still want to hump to sexy dogs at the park. You know what? Dogs deserve to get some even though they don't have balls. I don't need that right now. Every time you pay 10 attacks, gain energy. Choose 1 of 3 random colorless cards to add to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. At that point, you get him fixed. Like if he's trying to breed with her. Back from snack run. Yes. My cat had sex with the bed again and then peed on it again. Oh my god. Cats are wonderful, aren't they? I don't think your dogs are rednecks. Should be okay. Nah, they're poodles. They gotta be like prissy, right? Doggy diapers. Oh my God. That sucks, Taint. Can't even talk to someone about the outrageous import fees. What? Why? I don't understand how they can do import fees if Curmudgeon literally paid all the taxes on it. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not like mad at you or blaming you or anything. It's just I really don't understand how it's okay what's happening. I don't really want to buy anything right now. I think I'm good. Royalty likes to interbone. Oh my God, they are royal poodles. Doggy diapers. I mean, I'd have to because I don't want them to breed. That's weird. Inbred poodles could be real fucking weird. Like, who would want that? Like, hey, we bought these twin poodles and they accidentally fucked and now we have these really pretty babies. Want one? I don't know what even to do about that. I've never had, well, I had labs have puppies when I was really, really young. But I don't know why we didn't fix them. I think the male dog was so old we didn't think he could get it up anymore. We were wrong. Dumped, oh my God. Do you think they'd take a poodle? Scott and Bree, Scott would hate me so much if I brought a puppy to his house and just gave it to his kids, because how do you say no? No idea. Apparently they had to pay for the import tax and then they added their fee for doing it. So how much is it going to cost you to get the fucking hard drive? I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm sure we can try to help you out. That is fucking stupid. Alabama poodles. Oh my God. He's gonna try to attack me. Oh my God, they're dead rats with mushrooms growing out of them. I love this game. It worked for me until we forgot to put one on her. So our blind mini Aussie blue healer mixed with our golden retriever puppy. Oh my God, were the puppies beautiful though? I'm gonna be honest, those sound like really pretty puppies. I definitely need some block. Uh, 1:30 my time, so 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's what time Zeke and all them are covering it, which is perfect because that's like around when I end my stream. We can just raid into them and watch it, or we could just host it here and watch it together if you guys wanted to. 28.22, 16.22 for the tax, and then 12. How much money is that to fucking get? I'm so mad. Why does your country suck? Oh my God, I added them all up. I was like, that's like $70. Okay, so that's the max. I mean, that's still fucking wild. That was a mistake. The cost of the card would have dropped by 1 energy. Oh, fuck. I didn't understand the use of the card. My bad. Thank you for telling me. I learned from my mistakes. Curmudgeon said they paid it all. Hi, Pagan God, how are you? I'll pay for it, Losney. That's fucking stupid. I was gonna say retarded. I hate that word. Poison, bitch. Ah, fuck. Can't touch this. Dun-na-na. Oh, they are gonna touch this. Shit. What up, Bree? Oh my God, were your ears itching? We were just talking about the possibility of what if my dogs accidentally bred with each other, and someone suggested that I just leave them all at your guys' house, and I said Scott would literally kill me if I brought a puppy to his house, because how do you tell your kids you can't have a puppy? Scott would murder me. He'd set me on fire. You'd never see me again. Got lost in the mail? Oh fuck, that's sad. So they are buffing, so I'm going to attack them. Suck it, nerd. Oh, okay. Eat it, bitch. You're dead now. Woot woot. Would you tell them? They would get it. We've already had that conversation. We would tell them. They would get it. We've already had that conversation. Oh my God, really? Oh, that's a hard conversation to have with fucking babies. Are you saying if you ever go missing to blame Scott? I don't know if Scott, I don't know. No. But if I ever like suddenly turn into an android, maybe blame Scott. Damn. He's gonna hit me. What a bitch. Scott would eat the dogs? No, he was vegetarian. He'd probably just peacefully leave them back at my house and be like, Katie, you're stupid. And I'd be like, oh. You're right. I am. Oh, I kill him. If she starts eating bugs and natto, oh, exactly. Yes. If I start munching, like we have all those seaweed snacks we're gonna give to the Evanses. If I start munching on those seaweed snacks, something's wrong. This is not me anymore. We just explained how we leave a lot and puppies need lots of love and attention. It's not fair for them that we aren't home all day every day. Oh, my God, your kids are so smart. I wish my parents had conversations like that when I was a kid. My dad literally, I'd be like, why? When he said no, and he'd be like, because I said so and I'm your parent and I'm allowed to. And I was like, oh, okay. Asshole. Catherine, literally, I'd be like, no, Katie. Now with the pandemic, our argument's kind of lost. I mean, the pandemic will end though. Did you try the seaweed snacks? No, I've had them before. I do not like them. They literally give me like horrible indigestion. I used to buy them. I wanted to snack. I wanted to eat like them because I like healthy stuff and I know seaweed is good for you. And I would buy them when I was at work in the hospital and I would literally get like ill from them. Like really bad stomach ache and cramps and I'd start burping a lot and I was just like, I can't do this. But if seaweed's in sushi, it doesn't do that to me. It's just those crispy snacks for some reason. There's something about them. It makes me super nasty feeling. Kids get angry and upset when they hear no all the time with no explanation. That was my, I mean, literally, my dad later in life told me, he's like, sometimes you just need to hear no, even though there's not a good reason. And I'm like, no, you really fucked me up. Now I don't take no very well from people. I'm like, no, your no means nothing because my parents' no meant nothing. That's what you teach your kids. If you say no for nothing, then then that teaches your child that everyone else in the world that tells them no is also telling them no for no reason. So why listen? There's no consequence because there's no reason behind the no. It creates a monster. And that's why I have such a fucking argumentative personality. Like if someone tells me not to do something, I clinically must go do it. My brain is like, go do it. Do it. You must do it. Do it. It's terrible. Don't do that to your kids. Speaking of snacks, zebra cake, chocolate brioche, or chocolate brioche all the way. Ooh, I love the baked snap pea snacks. Those are really good, Sitley. I've had those. Yeah. Nuh-uh. Katie, do not pet the puppers. All I have is Millie within reach. I must give her very soft pets because she's asleep and I don't want to scare her. She's very high. I love Chicago. I would love to come visit you in Chicago. That being said, weed is cheap and free here, so... I mean, not cheap. Not free. It's cheap and legal here is what I meant to say. Definitely not free. God, definitely not free. Although sometimes my dispensary gives me a free pre-roll just because I go there all the time. Don't show us Millie. Do you want to see her? If you legit want me to come visit with your mom, let me know when I should come by. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I pick her up on Saturday at noon. Maybe Sunday. Ouch. I don't have any plans with her on Sunday. I thought about just like driving her around. I don't know. She wants to do something. Like she wants to see something. And if I don't drive her somewhere, she's gonna make me just like walk around neighborhoods with her until I want to choke on myself and die. If you know any cool places where we could take her to like walk around that's not COVID-y, I don't know. Sunday. Monday, I have to take Millie to the vet in the middle of the day, so that day's kind of shot. Unless Monday works better for you. In that case, I just anywhere around her vet appointment. I am not close to Chicago. No, I'm in Denver. I'm like close to New Mexico. Which is a sad place. Don't go there. I do have a loyalty card. I don't have it with me. It's in my purse. I do have a loyalty card. It's like, if you fill out a certain amount of punches, you get $25 off an order over $50. So you can get 50% off your whole order. It's pretty dope. Did your mother forget about COVID? I don't even want to go there. Literally, I was just telling this to Zeke and Scott yesterday. I was like, you know, it's really weird because it's like, Zeke and I have done such a good job of being quarantined. Like, we don't touch anybody. We always wash our hands constantly. We've been really psychotic about just being really safe because we don't want COVID in our house. And I feel like my mom is like the patient zero coming to contaminate my home. I'm just gonna like have Lysol in the car, and when she gets in the car, I'm gonna be like, don't touch me. And she's gonna want to hug, and I'm gonna be like, I don't want to get sick. She doesn't wear a mask at all. No, she doesn't wear a mask in public. She goes to the grocery store in her scrubs right after work. She literally told me, she's like, well, I put a jacket on so people don't know I'm wearing scrubs because otherwise I get dirty looks. I'm like, okay. Where? Where? Ooh. How did I spawn from that? My stepdad. I mean, I spawned out of her. My stepdad had a lot to do with how I ended up, though. Like, my stepdad's the type of guy, he's very quiet. He's like the silent, stoic type. He's very tall, very skinny. Has like this big old pot belly, has a mullet, big ears, like missing teeth, like really cute. My mom will go off for an hour about crazy talk, and my dad's like Silent Bob. Like, if you imagine Jay and Silent Bob, my mom is Jay, my dad is Silent Bob. Like, after my mom does her weird, crazy shit, my dad's like, okay, so I know your mom's kind of wild, but this is what we're gonna do. I'm like, okay, cool. You're gonna tell mom that, right? And he's like, yeah, eventually. Like, he always tells us to do something different after we speak with mom. Like, that's the relationship we have. We've got the same stepdad, yeah. She got tested like 2 weeks ago, and she tested negative because she had a sore throat. That was like 2 weeks ago. She's worked since then. Let's heal up, bitches. I've learned health is important. Has your mom ever called someone boo-boo kitty fuck? Maybe. I'm unaware. Yeah, like, I remember, I never forgot this. When I was in 8th grade, I got expelled because I decided to drink a 5th of whiskey on the bus on the way to school for some reason. I'm an idiot. And my mom was just like hysterical, you know. She's like, this is the end of your future and you've ruined your life. And I was in 8th grade, mind you. Just freaks out. So I go down to my bedroom, which is in the basement, and I'm just like laying in my bed, still pretty drunk. Just like laying there like, oh God, she's crazy. And my dad comes down, my stepdad, and stands in the doorway, and he's like, you know what, kid? We all fuck up. Maybe don't do it that way again. And I was like, okay, Dad. He was like, all right. No, maybe organize the video shelf. So he literally told me, he's like, I don't remember how he worded it, but he's like, if you alphabetize all the movies, maybe your mom will feel better. And so while I was expelled, I alphabetized like every single shelf in our entire house. I was expelled, I know, weird. I almost got expelled, but not for that reason. Yeah, kudos. Oh, my dad was wonderful. He became my stepdad when I was 8 and my sister was 3. So we were pretty much raised by him. Like, he's always been my father. My biological father was an alcoholic. He died when I was 7. So my stepdad's my dad. He's the one who's raised me and, you know, was there for me. Ugh. Zeke is very similar to my stepdad. Very similar. I think they would get along really well. That's why I think my mom's gonna love Zeke. because Zeke is similar to my dad, except that Zeke speaks up more. Like my dad's definitely a little bit more quiet. Probably because he's been beaten down for the last 20 years by my mother. But I think my mom will love him. Oh my God, Mallrats is amazing. Mallrats is still pretty relevant. I love the guy with, my favorite part of that whole movie is the guy with the painting. Like those mirage things where you're supposed to like stare at it and something pops out or whatever. So fucking funny. Mm-hmm. Those magic eye paintings, yeah. Ethan Supple, mm-hmm. Great, okay, he's gonna try to hit me. Oh, I love chocolate covered pretzels. What the fuck even kind of question is that? Yum. Like the yogurt dipped ones. Guys, don't be rough with Millie, okay? Don't be rough with Moose. No. Don't be rough with Moose. She's delicate. I'll fuck you up. Don't you be rough with my Moose. Good girl, Millie. How many baby aspirins do I need to chew to help a headache? I wouldn't take aspirin for a headache. Why are you taking aspirin for a headache? What kind of headache? Aspirin's a blood thinner. So basically what aspirin does is it helps reduce inflammation. So if you have inflamed joints or you have an inflamed injury, it will help reduce inflammation. But if you have muscle pain, you want to take something like a NSAID, which is a muscle relaxer. So like Aleve or Tylenol or something like that. Those will help relieve muscle aches. What you taking it for? Why aspirin? Bitch! Suck it! I was at Dragon Con one year and during a live podcast, someone asked Michael Rooker if he wanted a chocolate covered pretzel. Really? It was expected, but welcomed by us all. I mean, who doesn't like chocolate covered pretzels? Those things are delicious. All right, Millie's back asleep. We're good. Poison. Eat it. Bitch. Uh-oh. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. When I realized that the school authority was upset by dumb shit like that, I realized I just didn't care that what they wanted and ruin the rest of my school life. I mean, schools pretty much are designed just to... This is crazy. So I read this somewhere. I can't even tell you where I read it. It is not an original thought, but I've kept it with me for a very long time. And this is this. Our education system and our stipulations for success are basically based around how well you obey. That's it. It's not how intelligent you are. It's not how innovative you are. It's not how much potential you have in your mind and your heart. It is all with discipline and how fucking obedient you are. That's all school is. Do what I say, when I say, how I say it, or you don't get to go to college, or else. That's all it is obedience. And it's fucked up. We're just making this entire nation of people that don't know how to do anything without being told to do it. Really. I had a really big problem with it for a very long time. I have no idea how to do, like I had no hobbies because I was like, unless someone's instructed me to do something, I really don't know what to do. It's very strange. Like I remember when I graduated college, I was like, my brain still feels like I need to be studying. Like someone needs to tell me to do something, but I don't need to do anything. And it was a very frustrating like dichotomy in my head. School, the whole education system is really fucked up. It's just obedience. That's all it is. Do what I say, when I say, how I say it. Not take this book and learn something from it. Let's learn together. Let's talk about it. Like the way we've been going through the Bible, we talk about it. We have this like roundabout good conversation. We discuss like, okay, maybe this is where baptism came from. Maybe this is where people got creepy, drink the Kool-Aid. Maybe this is where polygamy came from. We discuss. That's learning, not rote memorization. That's just discipline. Yeah, it took me a really long time to learn that, and that I can just learn on my own. I learned very, very well on my own. I love to learn, but I was a horrible student. I've never been a straight A student. I had my highest GPA ever was like a 3.4 or something, and that was like taking art classes. It's a very bizarre world we live in. He's gonna try to hit me. Not today, bitch. Suck my ass. And that's the problem, Losnay. That's actually a huge problem in the medical world in the past like 20 years. They've been reassessing how they go about hiring doctors. Because for a really long time, medical school and law school was all based on GPA. That's it. They didn't do a personal interview. They didn't care who the fuck you were. It was, what's your GPA? Come in. And then you got all these doctors who had no bedside manner at all. They had no personality. They had no way. They had no idea how to function with patients. They had no personality. They were book smarts 100%. So now they're trying to find an even in between. They're trying to do like personality exams on these people before you can even take the MCAT. They're like, what kind of person are you? Are you like a stone, hard, cold, emotionless monster that's going to just let people die in an ER all the time because, you know, that's just life? Or do you have compassion? Compassion's a huge thing you have to look for. And how do you test that in someone, especially when sociopaths exist? They can fake compassion the way I can fake an orgasm. It's amazing. The world is very scary. How much? I played 0 offline. I felt really bad. I felt bad playing offline. Like, I want to play it with you guys. Bitch. I can't kill him yet. Shit. Suck it! Well, and that's the problem, Jackie. That's another problem we started getting it with. I'm not saying this was your problem, but one problem that was happening in medicine is people are book smart, but they have no idea how to apply that knowledge. So a lot of the time, if you get hired as a nurse, you're gonna have this like, you're gonna have a probationary period where we just throw you in and we're like, all right, apply your knowledge. And if you literally can't, like I've had nurses stand back and put their hands in their pockets and they're like, I don't feel ready. You're out. I will tell them right then, you are out. If you do not have that instinct to jump in with what you know and try to save someone's life, even if you don't know it perfectly, you can't work in an ER, you can't work in an ICU, you need to get the fuck out of a hospital. And it's terrible, but there's a lot of people that go through all that school and they can't do it. But they're very intelligent. Like they should go work in a lab. They should do studies, you know? The only thing you'll gain by playing offline is unlocking cards. You will not run out of things to do in the game anytime soon. Really wouldn't worry. Oh, really? Oh. I mean, surgeons kind of have to. I don't like using the word sociopath. Sociopath has such a negative connotation on it. Surgeons need a god complex. You have to think you're a god to be a surgeon. You have to. You can't have any fear at all. You cannot have any reservations. You need to be willing to cut into someone, cut shit up and tie it up and hope for the best. You have to have kind of a god complex. I was told I had sociopathic tendencies when I was like 7 when my dad died. And ever since then, it's like plagued me because I don't think I'm sociopathic. That being said, I do have the ability to shut down in a moment of distress and help someone without letting my emotions control me. I will not cry while I'm helping someone die or live or whatever. I do have that. I don't know why. I have that. Clinical research, exactly. Those people belong in clinical research. I've worked with doctors that I straight up said, you should not be in patient care. You should be in clinical research. You are a very unpleasant person. And they'll just be like, I know, but I got this job. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sure, happy to work with you. Go read a book. I agree, Prototype, but it's such, I mean, people use sociopath the way they use, I mean, I could talk about this forever. I'm a huge proponent of mental health. I myself am OCD, and I really get pissed off when people are like, I am like so OCD today. Oh